Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with another Viking Orations. Got yet another review for you today, and this time around I'm going to be talking about the band Brzask with their self-titled demo released in 2019 by the band themselves. And yeah, if you're not familiar with this band, they are a black and death metal band from Poland that I am honestly not sure when they formed because there was no information on the archives about that. But in this band, you have Jay on vocals, F handling the guitars, as well as Hogorm handling guitars, Galek, hopefully I pronounced that right, on bass, and Pepesha, again, hopefully I pronounced that right, on the drums. As I said, this is the band's debut demo. It is 4 tracks, clocks in right around 16 and a half minutes in length. And originally this was released by the band themselves digitally, but as you can see, there is a CD copy available now from Black Market Metal label. And I actually was not familiar with this band until I received it in one of my recent metalhead boxes. And I've got to say, I've listened to this thing probably 10 times or better. And I just find myself constantly going back to it every time I turn around. It is just really awesome, really great sounding demo. I mean, it's just so hard to believe this is actually a demo. The whole thing starts with this kind of booming, like, I guess like a battle horn. Think Falkenbach's Oknefner Tisvartir. That album, that horn that you hear at the very beginning, that's the same horn you get here. And then you mix it with the caw of a raven, and then this kind of tribal-esque drum beat comes pounding in briefly and then stops. And then you hear it's either flames raging or maybe a stampede of horses to close out the track, and then you get into the first actual song on here. And I gotta say, when I was listening to this demo, I think that this has a great guitar sound. It has a serious Gorgoroth vibe, not only in some of the riffs on here, but also just the overall tone that they captured here. And you get a nice mix of these slow, sometimes acoustic style riffs to, more fast paced and even tremolo picked riffs as well. Really thick sounding bass, just right up there in the mix. And I just love that rumble that it has as you're listening to all of these songs, because let's be honest, yeah, in death metal, you'll definitely hear the bass, but in black metal, not so much. So it's kind of nice that they actually made it quite audible, because you know me, I love bass. Solid drum production with a really good snap to the snare, I have to say. I love the patterns on here. Some really solid rolls and fills. Great blast beats. Nice double bass work. Vocally, you get a mix of a growl / roar with some screams. And then at times, to me, it sounds like he's trying to croak out the lines while also growling at the same time. It's interesting to hear, but it actually sounds kind of cool. I mean, once you listen to it, you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Yeah, a couple things that I picked out here. And one thing that really threw me off when I was writing this is that, when I'm writing my notes, I write down the track numbers, but see, on the back of the CD, the intro is not actually listed. So when I wrote down track number 2, I was actually talking about track number 1 as far as this track listing goes. So it kind of threw me off as far as writing this out. But regardless, track number 2, and they're all entitled Brzask. It's like Brzask 1, 2, and 3. But this one is entitled White Ravine. At the 2:52 mark, I just love how it goes to just the bass playing, and it's doing this kind of really slow little pattern, and then these kind of ethereal, almost ritualistic sounding choir vocals are put over the top, and I just thought that sounded really awesome. Then you get to track number 4, Brzask 3, Crimson Dawn Ritual. I loved the intro to this song with the sounds of the wind and this eerie keyboard note that they're just kind of holding until about the 27-second mark, and this slow guitar riff comes in. And again, it reminded actually of the song Rebirth by Gorgoroth. That slow opening riff, that's what it sounded like to me. Another thing I picked out in that song, at the 4:44 mark, I just loved the keyboard section here with the wind yet again making an appearance, and that slow bass riff, and then that acoustic guitar hiss is just so awesome sounding. Overall, I think this is an absolutely fantastic demo, and with a production like this, it's so hard to believe that it is actually a demo. I mean, most don't have as good a production as this does, in my opinion. You know, not all demos are going to sound like bedroom black metal or some, you know, something that was recorded in your mom's basement or anything like that. But still, yeah, they don't seem to have the production that these guys had. And I thought that was really awesome to, you know, think about. I really look forward to hearing more from this band. As I said, this came out in 2019, so let's hope that maybe they get you know, signed to a label that's going to release a full-length album, because I would really love to hear that. But I will leave a link down below so you can check this out for yourself. Yeah, go check out Brzask. Highly recommend this demo. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.